like to share that evening, that'd be awesome. It's just, like you've seen it before, a few minutes of you telling your story of why you started and, what you've noticed and what you use.
Yes, I can do that.
Right.
So I'll have to share something with you guys today. So I don't know, you all know that I've had a severe shellfish allergy since I was 37 when it started. So Christmas, and it was even like the imitation crab. And so Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, I had out imitation crab flakes. And so I thought, well, I'll try a couple. Well, I waited 15 minutes after eating them and nothing happened. And I ended up eating the whole package. So,
Yay! That's awesome.
And no hives, no nothing. So, yeah.
And how long have you been consistent on the triplex again?
Since August 3rd.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So it'll take a little before I even try real shrimp though. So I don't know. Yeah. We'll wait here.
That's scary, but
that's quite a science experiment.
Yeah.
Good job.
Add that to your list, That's
yep.
amazing. Good for you. Thank you for sharing that, Karen.
And that's what's so awesome about, our products is this year we have a story, and next year our story is probably going to be a little different, even better, because as we heal our gut, everything changes.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen just signed up another ambassador today as well.
Yay!
So awesome.
Yes, stories build your business. And you have a network, Karen, that none of us have. So it's not about you, it's about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is about you, but if you don't share your story, you can't help anybody, right? So awesome. Way to go.
Thank you.
It's such a discovery, as I think about everybody here, Kathy Holly and I, taught together now 5 years ago when I moved here, and we went to a sip and share probably a year after you started the products, Kathy. And I forgot that she's severely allergic to cats. And we're at this house with 3 cats. And these 3 cats are like rubbing up against her legs the whole time, which I was unaware of because I'm doing the presentation. And Kathy is like thinking she's going to start breaking out, but she managed to stay and didn't really, well, Kathy, you can explain it more, but that was such a little discovery that night, like, oh my gosh, because normally she would have had to leave right away, and her throat, wouldn't your throat start closing and everything, Kathy? Am I right? Yeah. So you guys, when we say life-changing, our products are life-changing. And we have such, amazing opportunity to just bring to others. So don't ever think your story is not important. It is. So that being said, I want you to think about your goals for the end of, 2020, what they were. And now think about from now to next year, what you want for your goals. And it can be you can do it on points, you can do it on rank, or you can just do it on activity level, like what you want to be doing every month, every day. Because all of us are going to have our business that looks a little different, right? 5.5 years ago, I didn't even think about this, as being something a year from now, or I just kept doing it. And now it's more, you know, proactive than reactive. But, you know, from last year to this year, you guys were over 1,000 points higher as a team. And that just speaks volumes for all of you. Just who you are, people trust you, people believe in you, and you have a lot to offer. So just don't quit. Because a year from now, just think where that can lead to. So it's just the daily action. Some things that maybe worked, you know, some things that have really worked well for you, I want you to think about something that you think really helped you move forward, either in your confidence, in your mindset, or in your business. You can base it on points or not, but I want you to think about what you think that was. For me, 3 years ago now, I guess, it was just being more intentional each day. And it really changed the trajectory of my business. The one-on-one phone calls, the conversations, not just about Plexus, but about life, and just intermixing it all together. And now I think what Plexus has really given us as tools is just amazing. Our app that we have that we can use that makes it really comfortable to educate people as we invite them to be part of what we are. Not to sell to them, but to just be part of this community and culture. So I just want you to think about that. You don't have to share, but I want you to though think also about something that you want to do differently next year, that you kind of see that you could maybe improve on, and, you know, write that out. If you did anyone finish Kelly Gore's reflection? No? If you haven't ran that off, Kelly finished it. Kelly, do you want to just share a little bit about what
Sure,
helped?
I would love to. You know, she kind of gets you in the thinking mode right from the start. And it's all her talking and sharing, and it's broken up into different chunks. And the first part was reflecting on the year past. And the way she breaks it up and how she talks about it, it really helps to trigger things in your mind that maybe you forgot about or whatever. And so you reflect back, and there are certain aspects that, you know, and she has you write things out, which is really good. Talks about personal goals and business goals and things there. Talks about making yourself a priority and what that looks like. Not just, you know, your physical health, but your mental health, your emotional health, and all of it. I loved that. And then she takes you into the dreaming part. You know, what you want your 2021 to look like, and what your theme is for 2021. And I like that too. And that kind of goes along with, you know, guys, remember the last time we were together, Marla asked us, you know, to think of a word that we're going to really, each one of us is going to be a different word or a different, you know, couple words, different phrase that we're really going to use to move us forward in this next year. And mine was purposeful living, and organization just keeps popping into my head. I need to be more organized. If I'm more organized, I'm going to be more intentional. I'm going to be more purposeful, that kind of thing. And so talked about your action plan and how you're going to, what that will look like then moving forward, and different projects. So thinking about your why, your overall why, and the projects or the steps that is going to help you get there. And of course, I don't know, some of you have maybe heard the term SMART goal before. She talked about that a little bit and what that looks like and how to get specific with it, how to break it up. And action steps, I guess I said that. She helps you write out a detailed action plan. And then she gave a little special bonus video at the very end that really helped. But I mean, the little workbook is about 20 some pages. I think it's 28 pages. And I had it bound. And I've been looking through it the past few days, and I'm going to continue that until January 1 and make sure that I'm on track and ready when January, well, I'm going to give myself till January 3rd. That's when my new year will begin, and I will start moving forward with my action steps. So I just really encourage you guys to do it. I know it's hard because you're busy, especially those of you with little ones. But if you just take one section a day to do it, I really found it beneficial. And then, like I showed you before, I did print out the life planner, and that's a lot of pages, but I just sent it to my printer, and it cost me $20 to have it printed and bound. And in that then is that calendar. So I know a few of you have asked about that in the past week. And so hopefully you were able to get in and take it. I mean, it's free. So just take what you can. You'll always be learning something. So use what you can and let the rest go.
Thank you, Kelly. I put you on the spot there because we didn't get a chance to talk today.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's just visionary, and that's something that helps us really just develop our why and develop our purpose. And something organized and balanced is my theme. And for me to get to, the rank I am is the only reason there's many reasons, but it's because I started before you and I just kept doing the do. And there was I would try a little bit of this, and then if that didn't work, I'd try a little bit of that. And then if that didn't work, I'd try a little bit of this. And so now I have this team of amazing women that are going to help us get balanced and organized because there's so many groups and so many things. So I've been contacting a lot of you about our specific alignment for 2021, moving our groups into 3 categories. And I'm excited about that. So that hopefully will be ready by beginning of February. And we'll get to kind of coach about that before February. But we'll have mainly 3 groups. So we have our business builders. That'll stay the same, only it'll be more focused and organized, and there will be more intention and activity. And then we have our prospect, which is our potentials, which is going to be the Glam Guts Grace, but not starting till February. And that's where we want the units will just be taken out, except if there's pieces of it that you really want. So what I've talked to a lot of people individually, and from what I've gathered, it sounds like, just like a little welcome video from me. And then we could do the testimonies, tons of testimonies. And then maybe have Kelly's videos, maybe the skinny videos, the smaller ones, in the potential group. And that's where all of our events are. And that's where we're going to have just the fun, bubbly excitement of we are feeling amazing and you need plexus theme is going to be throughout. But I guess we'll talk a little bit, if you guys want to put in the comments or just speak up and say, what you feel you would need for your potentials over and above that. If there is anything, now is the time to talk about that. And then we'll have our product users, which is for customers and ambassadors that are already enrolled and paying customers, would be all on recipes, eating healthy. A lot of what our Glam Guts Grace has been before we added the potentials, of just really lifestyle changes, support, and product knowledge. So we would have the units there that align with our onboarding tool, so that we can help them, get successful in their products first, hopefully then share their story, and then want to be in the business builders. But that won't be everybody. So I guess now is a time to really just talk about what you feel would be useful in those groups, what you feel you really use a lot in those groups. So let's just start with the potential group, our Glam Guts Grace Wellness. What would you hate to see gone out of the units other than the testimonies and maybe the shorter videos of Kelly Hulse? You can just unmute yourself and speak too. But not everybody at once.
For me, of course, the videos are awesome. And the little shorter snippets that Kelly, you were doing are awesome too. So those have been very helpful, very useful. I love our units as far as, how they're set up and the detox information. And, I'm tagging people in that a lot. Anything I guess, and this is, just me, but anything beyond Kelly's stuff, I don't know if I use a lot in there. So it's like Kelly's videos and above is what I really use a lot of.
Yeah, I use a lot of them, but I send them usually separately rather than tagging them.
Mm-hmm.
I find it doesn't overwhelm them as much, and they do view it sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Anyone else?
All right, so we're talking about potentials right now, right?
Yep.
So we have somebody interested, we put them in that group. If they sign up, we take them out. They have to take themselves out of that group and then put themselves in a different group.
You can ask them if what they want to do, I guess, because that would be part of the onboarding tool that you'd be referencing. As you read that, it's going to tell you kind of, having a conversation with them about, the purpose of that was for her to get, exposed to the products and the event. And now, because you want success for her with her products, there's more of a focus on product use, and sustaining a lifestyle of maintaining your gut health. And that's going to be in the product users group, and you welcome her in there. And if she wants to stay in there, they can, because she could invite her friends to the next event. That's in there.
And that potentials group is the only one that'll have events.
As of right now, that's what we're thinking.
Okay.
But that's kind of going to be up to the committee that runs each group. We're going to have that discussion.
Okay.
Thoughts on that, everybody?
Well, I think you'd almost have to keep people in the potentials group then, right?
Yeah, you're going to have.
Because if I were to invite somebody to an event, like a Testimony Tuesday that's happening in the potential group, I would want to show up there too.
To support them, yeah.
To support them and to be able to have a conversation. Well, what did you think about Sharon's testimony? If I'm not in that group, yeah, I don't know, because you wouldn't know what's going on then even.
Well, and as this month transpires and we meet as a team for each of our groups and all together, what I was envisioning, and Leah and I were kind of talking about this, maybe going live then in the Glam Guts Grace Potential and explaining the new transition when we're ready to transition totally, and then have the Facebook groups, listed in the purpose, and then, you could tag your ambassadors that, maybe are, that are just product users and don't want to be in the potential. There's a lot of ways we could do it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to kind of figure that out together because I don't know exactly what that will look like right now, but
Right.
there's a lot in there that don't, invite people and don't order anymore either. So, we can just kind of cross that bridge when it comes to it. But yeah, because a lot of people, if they stay in there, that's probably not going to be a big deal.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then the new group is for the product users. I was thinking of a name, but you guys type in what you want for a name if it's different, but keeping it simple, like Plexus with Glam, Guts, and Grace. Wouldn't that be simple? Unless somebody has a new idea for the product users group, a different name.
I like that name. I think it's simple. It makes sense. Now you are with Plex, you've joined or you're using Plexus. So kind of makes sense to me.
Okay. So we have okay with that, everybody? All right.
Can you say the name again?
Just Plexus with Glam, Guts, Grace.
Yep.
Because they are actually paying money to Plexus. So they'll know they're with Plexus. But I just thought of that today, actually. So.
Can we use Plexus in the name?
Mm-hmm.
You can. Okay.
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, I'll double check that, but yeah, I would think so. Any other ideas? Put them in the chat or speak up.
I would have to think on that. I'm
Yeah.
not that quick on my toes.
Let me know when we'll we can talk about that in our Zooms too. So, and then the business builders is the other group, of course. And I think maybe Leah, do you kind of want to share the units there?
Sure. You want me to walk through it?
Yeah, and just what we were talking about earlier, just find out what people are using and what people aren't using.
Sure. Okay, so I'll share my screen here. So if everybody wants to look what I'm sharing here in the business builders. So we have the first unit is just a welcome from Marla, and then we have a video about mindset, a video about getting started. These are all videos that our team made. What should I say in messages, overcoming objections, it's all in the follow-up. This unit, virtual office, and I put several videos I've made myself on how you get paid via Plexus, setting up or changing your subscriptions via the Engage app, creating your Paylution account, perks rewards, sharing ambassador link. And then these videos are if you're using your desktop. Unit 8 has our onboarding tools. Okay, these are all updated and newish in the last couple months. They're updated. Here's an IPA, like your weekly or daily, I should say, IPAs. So, just something you can use. It's a resource. The expense tracker resource, and then the weekly calls are put in here. And then I guess what I'm wondering what are the rest of these units, are these things you want in here or not? My assumption is people aren't using them, so I don't know if we want them in here. But there's one about the Diamond Dock videos. I think a 3-day group, or the 3-day, why am I blanking? The box. I'm blanking out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
3-day challenge.
3-day sample
Lunchbox.
at a group or event that's in here.
That's just the scripts on what to say. Like,
right.
yeah, that's not the event itself. So
Sure. Okay. So scripts about the 3-day boxes, and then we have this unit about social media. Has a bunch of different different posts. Like, do you use these here, or are people getting their post ideas from other places? Like for myself, I use the One Plexus IG Facebook group if I'm really looking for something. So like I don't come to our business builders group for social media posts, but does anyone actually use this? No. So I feel like we could probably remove it, but
Well, if the content is already in there and it could be beneficial for somebody, I don't know, does it necessarily have to be removed? Or are you just trying to simplify?
I think just trying to simplify, and I think it's, with social media, especially for posts, I think it becomes irrelevant, outdated.
Yeah,
And
true.
because I think the what's it called? The Plexus Ambassador
Ambassador Academy.
also has stuff in there about social media posting too. So
I think we should just put the link for the Facebook group in there for the Plexus Ambassador
sure.
Academy, right? And then maybe the IG story links.
Right.
That's a great idea.
So maybe just putting those in there, and then there's more events here about more so for business building.
Well, no, there's both. Healthy for the holidays, fall health. Because the fall health and wellness could be switched to winter health and wellness too. It's the same.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
So more, but these are more events, I guess, I would say, or.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. This unit.
I could see all these units being moved out to resource group for
Right.
just, yeah.
And then we have
somebody's using it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, and then this is this sharing Plexus is some of our older things that were in business builders. So I'm not sure if Marla, you want to look at these ones and see if there's anything you want to keep from here. But
Well, I think the videos from Plexus are here, but we have our Engage app now since this was rolled out. So we can get those through the Engage app or just go to YouTube, Plexus YouTube. And we have Kelly's videos. I think if anything, move Kelly's videos, have a big picture of Kelly host and have her a unit to Kelly host videos, and not the winemaking, but
I can hear her. Stop it.
Stop it. Oh my word.
You have a portrait picture we can put in there. But would you all agree that having them as a resource in the business builders would be useful?
yeah,
Yeah.
we could put them in here for sure. So they'd be in here and in the new group, the
product users.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and then I know we talked about it earlier, but Marla was we were thinking about having, I know it sounds another group, but just for like the leaders, like just a resource only. So all the units would be like the different type of events with all the posts and all the verbiage already in there, instead of putting it in business builders or in the Plexus with Glam Guts Grace, the new group. So it'd be like another Facebook group, but it would be the units would only be event templates. What does everybody think about that? Or do you want those event templates in the business builders?
Yes, please. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Not a separate group. Keep them in there.
It gets to be a lot of groups. I can never remember where stuff is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we only have like 7 pins that we can pin our groups with. So if you think about it, if we add another group, then then we have to go and look for it anyway every time we want to use it. So to me, that is then taking the time. That would have made it easier if it was just in the business builders and there's a unit, and I just know I can always go to that unit for whatever event.
Sounds good.
The names, one thing I think that helps with when you're searching is like the GGG, like the 3G. I don't know if you've thought of that already, but having that in the title, at least when you pull up, when you're searching at the top, you're going to have the whatever groups we have, but those would be it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm thinking, okay, which group is it that I need to have? If I know I type in the 3Gs, our groups with that would pop up and be at the top. And
Or
then
if you put Glam Guts Grace, they would pop up too.
I'm like less is more. I'm what is the least amount I have to type to save time? And
Yeah.
I like that idea. What if we do
both,
3G and then in brackets you do Glam, Guts, and Grace?
Yeah. And then product knowledge or whatever. But if that's in there, then those will populate at the top when you're searching. And then it's easier.
I just think we need to have a consistent, so maybe in our Zooms later, we can all decide how to do that.
Yeah, have the beginning the same of each one, and then whatever at the end is whatever it is, maybe, or I don't know how that, whatever, but.
Yeah, so you're saying like basically, so it's just Glam Guts Grace with Plexus, Glam Guts Grace Wellness, Glam Guts Grace Business Builders. So
even
just
having 3Gs.
But what I find is,
I don't know.
okay, when you have that first, people think it's all the same and go to the wrong ones.
Oh, that is true. I've done that.
Oh.
That is true. I've posted in the wrong one even one time.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I posted in the wrong ones too, because so that's why I always preface it not with Glam Guts Grace.
Yeah.
I've learned the hard way, trust me.
I guess we're all different in how we do it.
Madness, huh?
We all are probably different in what makes it easier for all of us. Because like for me, not knowing which group is which, I'm just like, I'm hoping it's under 3G or whatever to find what I need.
But if you have 3 of them that start with 3G, you're gonna press the wrong one just because it's first. It's the first thing you see and you're in a hurry. I'm not trying to be negative. This is why everybody has different names in all of the other groups too that I see. So if you have like product users with Glam Guts Grace, if you have not drug users, product users, if you have Glam Guts Grace Wellness, now that's our original, so that has the beginning Glam Guts Grace, right?
Yeah.
Business, I have BB, so I just put in BB, and it's meaning business builders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know. Yeah, that's something we're gonna have. It's kind of trial and error as you use it, but I find if they're all the same, it's really easy to, especially for people that are new and overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a lot the same. I don't know, how does Alyssa feel, and Carissa, they're newer, and Karen. I hate to put you on the spot, but you're newer than the rest of us. So tell us does any of this make sense, or what do you think?
I just always start typing in like Guts or Grace or something, and then it usually just pops up.
Okay. Good to know. We all search differently, right? Okay. And then the other thing, Kelly Hulst, we had asked if you would share your organization.
Yeah.
A while ago, but you never did get the chance to do that. Do you want to do that tonight, or do you want to do it another time?
It doesn't matter. You had said something, I could even go live in the business builders and just do a video there.
Yeah.
And I can certainly do that for whoever is interested. Maybe that makes more sense. And I'm going to try and do a skinny video again now tomorrow that the IF group is done. So I'll try and do that tomorrow.
Good. What's your next one? What's your next
think-
skinny video?
I don't know. Do you have any requests? Active, I was thinking.
Or MetaBurn is the product of the
MetaBurn.
month?
I
Product of the
did
month.
that.
Oh,
You
you
did MetaBurn already on your
Sorry.
skin?
That's okay. No, I did. I did do MetaBurn already.
Okay. Yeah, active would be a
Well,
good
I
one.
mean, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You
Active.
can tell me if you have a whatever.
I love active.
I do too.
Anyone else active pushers?
I love active. And
Yeah.
active good for January or coming into January or,
Yeah, yeah.
you
And-
know, working out and exercising.
And the people that don't like to take pills, how
Mhm.
active, slim, and collagen, right?
Yeah.
Or, you know, that's a good mix. Or active, slim, and a protein shake,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I was going to take some time so that we could actually reach out to people about the IF if you wanted to do some work time tonight. Unless we have anything else. I did type in the chats also what the SMART goals stands for. So if you wanted to write that down or copy and paste it, it's there for you that Kelly was referencing. Do we have, how many are going to commit to going live tomorrow? I did already tonight, so I can't go again, but. Okay.
I'm gonna try. If I do my hair, I will do it.
Hey, there's dry shampoo for those days.
Well, I showered tonight because I was a mess, but yeah, you know how it is.
Marla, somebody wants to say hi.
Oh.
Oh, Izzy, hi. I didn't know you were there. I'm coming tomorrow. Yay! Yes, I get to see you.
Oh, and there's Ava.
Hi, Ava.
Sorry, guys. Can't say no. Okay, bye. They're gonna go now.
I love you.
I have a question. I can't remember who told me these names for January's Tuesday testimony Tuesday. Kathy LaRude.
I reached out. Yes, I reached out to her. She thinks she might be traveling to Arizona, so she has not committed at this time.
Okay, gotcha. And then
So
Jennifer Heisler. Was that one?
We haven't connected yet.
Okay.
I didn't want to do it through a text, so.
Caitlin Huff.
She's mine. I haven't asked her yet. I will do that right now.
Perfect. And Karen already said yes.
you got one.
Might be a lone show. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Oh, I just got a message from somebody. Plexus website said my order was delivered the 24th and it wasn't. Ah! I shouldn't have looked. Remember I said don't look at your phone, right? When you're busy. Anyway, anything else? Do you want to, should we just sign off early, a little bit early, and you guys can have the night?
Hang on. We talked about Kelly Hulst and I talked about doing something at her place for Leaders Retreat, which is Friday, correct? And Super Saturday, which is the following day. Would anybody be interested in joining us for those two events or one of those events? We just throwing the idea out there. We would like to get it scheduled, and then we can go forward and do some organizing from there. So let us know if you're in, if you'd like to come to Grand Forks.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And the new products, I have not received an email. I have not heard anything about what that is yet. We do have a jewel call on the 30th. So I'm hoping I find out something that day. So I was thinking we get our products before the 9th, but I haven't heard anything. So anxiously waiting for that. as I'm sure we all are. But, all right. Well, thank you all again for everything. Oh, and then Kathy, Holly and I were talking today too about the movement, you know, encouraging people to stay active for January, to continue, you know, the same type thing, keep it in the unit there, only I'm going to update the graphic and put actual pictures of us that worked in the graphic. So there's been about 7 of us posting in there, so that'll be fun. And other than that, for January, I might be calling on some of you just to go live, share a testimony, just to keep the engagement up. I'm going to do engagement posts. If anyone wants to help out for the month of January in the Glam Guts, but as of now, there's no event going on in there because we have the IF group, and then it's just going to be testimonies, maybe some recipes, and the active, everybody moving their body. But we'll be also challenged in the IF group to, you know, being active as well. So other than that, any questions about anything then? No? Okay. Well, gosh, next time we meet, it's going to be 2021.
Praise God.
Well, and, you know, I was talking to Mariki and a couple others today about, you know, we really don't know where Facebook is going to go in the next year, right? So, you know, what we do now with this transition, you know, who knows what that's going to lead to on the road. But for at least, I'm hoping it'll be a year, at least we'll be able to stick with this, but we'll figure that out as we go. And Alexis website they keep on adding things. So who knows, maybe they're thinking of all that, you know, I don't know. But I just appreciate Leah for doing all of her hard work, and her computer skills amaze me.
Big time.
Yes, Leah, she taught me something. We were on tonight and I'm like, I just can't figure this out. And she's like, oh, well, if you just go here and you do this. I'm like, okay. So who else here is very computer savvy? I have a feeling Carissa.
Don't speak up! Don't do it!
Well, we know Kelly is, because Kelly is the only one that can make this cat appear, and she goes live. So I'm jealous of that.
And as you should be very jealous of that.
You're welcome.
You should also be very jealous of my cat ears. And you all should be very jealous of this.
Looks just like you.
Yeah. I found that at TJ Maxx. I'm like, that I'm getting for Kelly for her birthday.
I nearly wet myself when I opened it up. That was great. It was great. Oh my heaven. And last thing, too, I want you guys to be thinking about what you want these meetings to consist of. And like content, thoughts, ideas, work time. Be thinking about what you want and what you think would be beneficial. The more feedback we get from you, the more we can gear these meetings to benefit your needs. And so that's really important. So please do think about that. And we'll be asking you what you'd like.
Yes. Thank you, Kelly. All right. You guys have a great, whatever day it is, Monday night. Days of the week are just not what they seem, right? And Happy New Year a little early. And let's just really hang on to our theme and our word and just move forward together. So
Did you
Okay.
say we'll meet on Sunday or Monday next week?
Oh, I didn't say. I haven't done the January calendar because I wanted us in the Zoom groups to meet first, but that probably won't happen either. What day is? Oh yeah, the 3rd. Do we want to stay with the Sundays still? Is that still best, better than Mondays for January?
It is for me, but those of you,
Yes.
Okay, let's stay with the Sundays. Yep. So I plan on being around the 3rd. So yeah, we'll still do the 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Marla, can you stay on?
Yep. I'm going to end the recording though.